So in this vlog, I wanted to cover what happened with my gift card and just kind of go over like how I felt about that situation. And I also wanted to just like remind people that, you know, just because I complain about something doesn't necessarily mean that I'm like enraged over it or whatever. I think that I've gotten past the anger part and I'm just kind of doing whatever I can do in order to do something, if that makes any sense. So the gift card had been completely wiped, and I think it's because I had put the PIN number and the card number on my phone, and I was going to use this gift card in case, like, I don't know, like I needed to buy something in a pinch because umbrellas and stuff like that are kind of expensive. Like if you're coming out of your pocket, that could be like $40 for a good umbrella. So I was going to use it for that, and they somehow got that balance from off the phone and wiped it. And I don't really know exactly how they done it because I went to customer service and they gave me this 1-800 number. So I didn't go through the process of figuring it out yet because by the time I discovered that the balance had been wiped out, it was pretty late and their customer service department had already closed. So I have to actually call back tomorrow. I might actually make another video and just kind of let everybody know exactly what happened and what the people at the department store, their customer service had told me. But they wiped the entire balance off of it. I mean, they literally cleaned it. So the first time my gift card had been cleaned like this, the person who I spoke to did not even give me an explanation as to what happened to the balance. I mean, he refused to. Like, I was talking to this guy, and what did he say? He was just like, I think he said that he had to contact another department, and he didn't, and he was going to have them contact me. And then they just didn't contact me. If I remember correctly, he was like, I was like, so find out what the transaction history, get the transaction history. So I remember, asking him to do that. And he says, that's another department. I'm going to have to contact that department, have them contact you. And he left it there, right? And they never contacted me back. And it got to the point where, like, if I was trying to, like, deal with him, it was almost like they were playing games with me. So I just gave up. This happened 2 years ago. So this is the second time I had a gift card completely wiped without any explanation, other than the fact that the gift card information was on the phone. So was I stupid to enter that information on my phone? Yes, depending on how you see it. Um, Under normal circumstances, that's smart because if you ever lose your card, you have a backup. But when you're targeted, you have to, so I have to keep reminding myself I'm targeted. And I think that I'm kind of upset over the fact that every time I try to do things like the normal person would do things, it just keeps coming back and hitting me in the face. So I'm kind of upset over that. Yeah, so my gift card had been completely wiped, and I think the gang stalkers were just like really excited over the fact that they thought I would be like really pissed over it, which I think that I'm just kind of like is about as pissed as I could ever be, and I'm kind of just I don't know. I don't want to say I'm pissed, but I don't know. Maybe I just kind of accept things better or something. Like I'm just more accepting of just the situation. But I wasn't pissed. I think that I just accepted the fact that that happened because I put the information in on my phone, and that's like the penalty for me doing that. But I can't get a brand new umbrella, or if I did, it could, be a bad move. So there's that, and there's nothing I can do about it. So like when people don't understand like how this works exactly, they probably just wonder why I bother complaining or whatever or ranting. Um, so to answer that question, this is all I can do. I was under the impression that we lived in a society where we have all these rights and liberties and everything, which I was wrong about apparently. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what the average person would do if they were in my situation. Would they complain? Would they rant? Would they cry? Would they kill people? What would they do? Would they do nothing? Would they just say, "Oh well"? I don't know. But yeah, so that happened, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I don't know. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not angry anymore. The thing about anger is that the gang stalkers love anger because it makes them feel like they're in control. So, like, when they do evil things to get under your skin, like suck the money out of your account or whatever, they kind of try to rub it in after the fact. So they'll be, send their people with that stupid grin of theirs. And they'll be like, look at my stupid grin. Isn't this great? Isn't it great that we stole your money? So do you really want to just give them that? And plus, like, everything that happens is so calculated. And I wanted to go into that a little bit. Like, you're not going to get money unless they know they can take it from you. That's the point. It's a gain to them. So, like, if they didn't think they could drain that gift card, they probably would have prevented me from getting the gift card in the first place. So, if you're getting something, like, I don't want to say that they have that amount of control. Like, there's a certain level of control they would have. Like, it's like, well, you're not going to get the money. You're not going to become wealthy if you're not going to ruin that wealth, or they're not sure that they can trip you up to the point where you lose everything that you got. If that makes any sense, like, you don't get anything good unless they know they can take it from you at a later date, I think is what I'm saying. So that's how they operate. So they want to sort of dangle this in front of you, let you hold it, and then take it from you later and watch as you cry, is basically what I'm saying. So, like, rather than me get upset, I would say, well, had they not been able, not had they not thought that I would make a mistake and they could drain the balance at some point, they probably would have made it so that I never would have got the card in the first place. Because the point is to try to control or manipulate or piss me off. So, I mean, if you look at it like that, then I guess you should just accept the fact that they were going to take that from you regardless, or you never would have even gotten it. That's why I said, yeah, I don't think that me complaining or ranting has any effect on anything. So I'm going to just straight up put that out there. Now, how well I handle the situation is probably going to be the only thing that really matters, because the situation doesn't change just because I have feelings about it. Like, if I knew what I know, like, if I went back in time with the information that I have now, I mean, my entire life would have been different. Like, I wouldn't have bothered trying to do anything because there would be no point. Like, I would have just been like, screw it. Why bother doing anything? Like, there would be no drive for success in my life, period, because it would have been a waste of time. As long as these sociopaths are, creating this artificial environment around me, nothing that I do actually matters. So you might as well just give up and just say fuck it and just do whatever the fuck you want, because you can't change anything. Like, that's why I said that if the system is this rigged against you, there's no point in even playing the game or even trying. So how could a person drain the entire balance off your gift card? Like, how could they do that and then turn around and make it so that you couldn't even contest it or get the money back? You know what kind of power that is, like, over the system itself? That's why I would be like, people would have a hard time believing this unless they were already in the know. But yeah, I don't really make content to just, like, I don't know, to make people behave, because I think I know better than that. But if you're curious as to why I do this, I mean, I've already covered that in like two or three other vlogs. Also, like, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I already covered that in two other vlogs, so that's out there. And I'm not like, when people say that I'm ranting, like, I I think you're saying that I'm emotional. I'm not really emotional right now. I think I'm just kind of just like explaining the situation. Obviously, these people are my enemies. I mean, how nice do I have to be to them? I mean, these people hate me and they ruined my entire life. So, I mean, do I have to like, I don't know, share love with them or on this? Or I don't know. Like, how was I supposed to handle this? Like that, in a way that made that meets everybody's approval or whatever. But yeah, so I just figured I would just go ahead and put that out there. And until next video, peace, everybody.